What can you tell me about any parts I have with beliefs or behaviors that are holding me back from abundance and any guidance around them?
Okay, what do you want to say to this? Any parts or beliefs that are holding her back from abundance and any guidance around that? They're saying there's a few parts that fall into this category. Not too many, but enough. Okay, what are you saying with enough? They're saying something with there. Yeah, they're just saying enough to hold you back. Make this a little more clear for me. Okay, again, they're just saying hold you back just enough. And they're saying it's not significant. It's really not that significant. Okay, what is your guidance here? What do you want to say to this? Okay, they're saying to spend time getting to know these parts. Ask them to come to you when you're ready. Pick a day or a time in which you want to speak to them. And in the days leading up to that, let your whole system know that anyone related to this can come up at this day and time if they're ready to do so. And they're talking about how you can do this a few times and kind of spread it out. Like maybe once a week. They're talking about having this meeting space. They're actually showing like putting it on your calendar. They're like talking about an external and an internal calendar. At this day and time, this is where we're going to meet and this is what we're going to do. Okay, what are you saying with this? They're talking about picking a space that's comfortable to you, not just internally but externally. I mean, they're talking about like pick a like your favorite comfy couch or comfy chair or a blanket to curl up in or go outside in nature or barefoot on the grass or laying and staring at trees or whatever feels right for you. Whatever feels right externally, and then they're saying to do the same internally. Like what feels right to these parts, or what do you sense is going to be right, and then adjust it as the parts ask you to adjust it. There's something in this safety of having it, like if you do it once a week, of having it be this thing where you keep offering that meeting space so they can show up when they're ready, as they're ready to, however they're ready to, even if it's, it might be a part that just drops in one piece of information and then they they run off and then they don't come back for 3 more weeks. And they're talking about how you can do this like for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, even 5 minutes if that's all you have that week. But they're just talking about it. There's something really important about the safety in this for as they are ready to. And then they're coming back to something they said at the beginning. Okay, can you show me this again? Okay, they were talking about like letting your system know every day about this upcoming meeting. And they're just one of the images that they showed me in the moment was like they're saying you can hand out flyers because one of the images they showed was a part that's running it around with a flyer and being like, does this apply to you? Does this apply to you? Does it's like other parts will inform others in the system, and whoever needs to be there will be there when they are ready to be there. And they're also talking about how it's really important that these parts reveal themselves to you when and how and as they are ready to. There's something really important about the consent of them revealing themselves. Like that's why they're not telling you, okay, there's this part holding this and there's this part doing that. They're not giving that information because it needs to come from them. There's something, when they say it needs to come from them, they're bringing me to my heart. They're talking about the parts opening up their own hearts, and they're talking about that connection between you and them, that self energy connection. And they're just saying this is really important and needed here. Okay, they're leaving it at that.